Hey everyone, happy 4th of July weekend. I'm here at the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World today to celebrate the 4th of July a day early. It's currently July 3rd, but at Magic Kingdom, the 4th of July festivities start today. It's not only on July 4th. So in this video, we're gonna be checking out the 4th of July fireworks. That's taking place tonight at 9:20. They have a couple of specialty treats. Maybe we'll try one or two of those. And it's also the last weekend for the Liberty Bell, the riverboat. And I haven't been on that in a long, long time. So hopefully we'll be able to do that today. So come along with us as we celebrate the 4th of July here at Magic Kingdom. And as usual for the 4th of July, they do have some bunting out in front of the Magic Kingdom train station. Does look like it's about to rain, so let's get inside before we get soaked. And now that we're inside the park, you can see some more of the decorations. It's the same bunting that they had over by the train station, but they have that all in front of City Hall. There's some more of it on top of the firehouse, as well as the car barn. And then you'll see it all throughout Main Street, USA, just like this, on top of the Emporium. And the fireworks are scheduled to go off at 9:20 tonight. There is no happily ever after. They're just doing the special 4th of July fireworks. Weather's looking a little dark right now, so fingers crossed we actually get to see it. Since it is the 4th of July, popped over in the Emporium to see if they had any 4th of July merchandise, and it looks like they have a couple of things we've seen before, but they're still really cute nonetheless, like this lug bag right over here. I already saw like multiple people wearing this Walt Disney World baseball jersey. It's got 71 on the back with the stars and stripes. Definitely too hot to wear these today, but they have these really cool USA Mickey Mouse crew neck sweatshirt. They have this Minnie Mouse ready to sparkle red, white, and blue tank top. And then they even have little Americana outfits for the kids. You got Mickey Mouse with the American flag. Now, I haven't checked wait times yet, but just judging by Main Street USA, definitely thought it would be a little bit busier than what it is. Now, I think the weather is gonna scare some people away, but we'll see what the attraction wait times are like, but it's not too bad. Obviously anticipating a lot of people for the fireworks. They have a lot of Main Street as you head towards the castle taped off. They gotta keep that middle walkway open. There's plenty of spaces. Obviously some people are lining up a little bit early, but we have plenty of time. So I do wanna take a look at the app and see what the wait times are like, but I am gonna make my way over towards Liberty Square because like I said, this is the last weekend to ride the riverboat, and I'm not gonna be able to get on it before Sunday. This is the last time we're gonna be here before Sunday. So hopefully we can get on. It is a little dark, and they usually don't run the riverboat if there's like lightning in the area. So fingers crossed we can get on. Worst case scenario, we'll just, go look and observe it, but hopefully we can get on. Liberty Square, not a bad place to celebrate 4th of July weekend. Beyond this gateway lies a humble village built on hope and courage, the hope to be heard and the courage to listen and welcome new ideas. For freedom for all and the courage to fight for it at any costs. May all who step foot here be awakened by the same hope and courageous spirit. Welcome to Liberty Square. And by the way, the Hall of Presidents is back open. Would love to be able to do this today. We'll see if we have time because it is a pretty long show, but it's back open. Dang, just check the app. The Liberty Square riverboat is still temporarily closed. We do have about like 2.5 hours until the fireworks. And I don't know exactly where I'm gonna watch the fireworks from. I'll obviously try to get a good spot, but hopefully we can get on this because this is the last weekend to do it, and I do wanna do it one more time. It's still so surreal to me that after this weekend, the Liberty Bell is not gonna be in the water. At least we don't think so. I don't know if they're gonna keep the boat here until they actually start doing construction, but it's just gonna be so odd to not hear that boat blow that whistle, not to see the steam coming out the top of it. It's gonna be really, really strange. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know the last time I've been to Tom Sawyer Island. It's been many, many, many years. And we don't even ride the riverboat all that much, but just coming here and looking at just like the beauty of the water here and seeing this boat, it's just iconic Magic Kingdom and it's iconic Liberty Square. And Disney did release some new concept art for the Cars Land. I think it's called like Pikes Peak or Pistons Peak or something along those lines. There is gonna be a water element to that land, but there's still not gonna be the same amount of water or, to the scale that this is, the current rivers of America. And just losing the aesthetic of this takes the park aspect out of a theme park. Like now this is just gonna be paved over and the water's gonna be gone. It's just really gonna take away a lot of the kinetic energy of this side of Magic Kingdom. And like I said, there is gonna be water featured in the Cars Land, but I just don't know how much of it's gonna be, and it's obviously not gonna be the same. So I'm still a little salty about them closing the riverboat. It's not something that we do every time we come to Magic Kingdom, but like I said, I really do just enjoy like the ambiance that it brings, and I enjoy the peacefulness and the tranquility of just like coming out here and looking out onto the rivers of America. Now we're gonna look out onto this and we're gonna see Lightning McQueen and, you know, snow-capped mountains and stuff. It's gonna be really odd. While we're over here in Liberty Square, have to come take a look at the Liberty Bell, or at least a recreation of the Liberty Bell. It says, since the dawn of our great republic, the Liberty Bell has been an enduring symbol of American independence and freedom. This replication was truly cast for Liberty Square using the same mold from where the original bell was sprung. So like I said, this obviously isn't the actual Liberty Bell, that's over in Philadelphia, but they created this using the mold of the real one. So this is as close to the actual thing as you can get. We did see the real one in Philly and it was pretty cool, but to be honest with you, it looked just like this. Do you guys remember a few years back, they used to do the Muppet Show up over here in the windows? I don't know, Disney. If you're looking for something to do with the Muppets, we'll take them back over here. Now, something else that's not new, but something you probably walk past every time you're in the Magic Kingdom is the actual Liberty Tree. Now, obviously they have Liberty Tree Tavern, which is named after this particular tree, but this tree is meant to symbolize where the Patriots in Boston back in the 1700s gathered to protest the imposition of the Stamp Act. And then in the years that followed, almost every American town had a Liberty Tree, which kind of served as a symbol of American freedom. So next time you're here in Liberty Tree, this is not just a tree that they planted here by accident. This is there for a reason. This is to commemorate the Liberty Tree that was started in Boston back in the 1700s, and they have this little plaque that you can read. All right, it is starting to rain, so we are gonna do the Hall of Presidents. So something that's cool about the Hall of Presidents is they actually have real artifacts that are on display of things that belong to presidents. For example, these are George Washington's shoe buckles, and it says, this is on loan courtesy of the Mount Vernon Ladies Association. They have Thomas Jefferson's pocket watch, circa 1780. This is on loan courtesy of the James Monroe Museum and Memorial Library in Fredericksburg, Virginia. So these are real props. These aren't just replicas. This was Benjamin Harrison's razor. It's an interesting thing to have. And this might actually be the most crowded I've ever seen the Hall of Presidents. Don't know if it's because it's 4th of July weekend or because it's about to rain. But either way, it looks like we're getting not a full show, but probably close to it.
A new nation has been born, independent and free. The founders must form a national government. In 1787, through months of passionate debate, they create a written constitution.
It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground.
Presidents of the United States of America. George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and now we come to the present. Once again, we place our trust in the idea of a president, as we have from the beginning.
My fellow citizens, no event could have filled me with greater anxieties than that notification on the 14th day of April, 1789, that you had selected me to lead our nation. But it was with the confidence of my fellow citizens that I took an oath. 35 simple words that have been repeated by every American president throughout history.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
The presidency of the United States is a role unique in the world, an office entrusted to each president by us
So the Hall of Presidents was closed for 5 months. That's customary. Anytime a new president gets put into office, they close Hall of Presidents for a little while so that they could either refresh or create a brand new animatronic, because every single president in the history of the United States is featured in that attraction. And President Trump got a brand new animatronic figure, and it looks really good. The first two were terrible. This one looks a lot more like him. So that's why it was closed for 5 months. Disney didn't really announce anything about the reopening of it. It opened a couple of days ago. All of a sudden, it was just open. They didn't say anything. They didn't announce it was reopening, but it's open. So if you're a fan of Hall of Presidents, you can experience it again. Had to wait about 20 minutes after we got out of the show because it was absolutely pouring, but the rain has lightened up. I think I'm gonna make my way over to Columbia Harbor House. That's where they have one of the special 4th of July treats. So we'll give that a try because it is raining and I wanna stay inside as much as possible. All right, so from Columbia Harbor House, this is the berry shortcake. It's $5.99. And it's shortcake topped with mixed berries, whipped cream, and patriotic sprinkles. Before I dig into this cake, I wanted to go over like every specialty food item that they have for the 4th of July. A lot of it you can find over at Sleepy Hollow, obviously other than this one that I got at Columbia Harbor House. But over at Sleepy Hollow, they have the red, white, and blue funnel cake, which is just a funnel cake with berries, vanilla ice cream, and like sprinkles on top, red, white, and blue sprinkles. And then they also have the red, white, and blue waffle for $8.99, which is a waffle, vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and sprinkles. So same exact thing, just one's a funnel cake, one is a waffle. And then over at the Liberty Square Market, which is like the little outdoor place where you can get like the pickles and everything, they have a red, white, and blue slushie. There's a closer look at the inside of it. I had about half of it so far. There was a ton of whipped cream. Definitely no shortage of whipped cream. The fruit was really, really good. The cake itself was like a little bit hard, and it's very, very plain. It tastes kind of like an Entenmann's like pound cake. So nothing crazy in terms of flavor, but it is a fun themed treat if you're here for the 4th. The whole time I've been here in Liberty Square, especially when I was waiting for Hall of Presidents, I've been hearing like random music, stuff that has nothing to do with Liberty Square or Frontierland, and I think there's a DJ up over there, so let's go see. Oh yeah, check this out. Over by Country Bear Jamboree and the Frontier Trading Post, they got a whole bunch of lights. I don't know if there's a live DJ, or maybe he's up there. Not really the best night for a DJ, but pretty cool they're doing this. Oh yeah, there she is. There's the DJ up there. Was not expecting to hear Sabrina Carpenter in Frontierland at Disney today, but there's a first for everything. That was pretty cool. They have a little bit of a crowd out there. Everybody's dancing. It is raining. That's not stopping anybody from having a good time. Now, there is another DJ dance party. That one takes place in front of Cinderella Castle. We're gonna head that way, see what that's all about. And the fireworks are supposed to go off in just about 45 minutes. So hopefully we'll get a spot. I don't know exactly where I want to watch them from. It's going to be in front of the castle, but like I don't know exactly where. We have to scope it out and we'll see how busy it is. Unfortunately, the riverboat is closed for the evening. Regardless of rain, it was supposed to close at 8 p.m. tonight. It is like 8:30 right now, so we won't be able to get one last ride on the riverboat. Definitely bummed about that. But like I said a little bit earlier in the video, hopefully they keep the boat right here, at least for a little bit. Hopefully they don't take it backstage, you know, come Monday. It would be nice if we can just kind of look at it, you know, for a couple weeks before they decide to drain the water over here, but we'll see what they do. And there's a look at Cinderella Castle. It's got the red, white, and blue projections on it. I hear and see some lights over here, so there's definitely a DJ over there. We'll check that out in just a second, but look at that shot. Even though the weather is not the greatest tonight, it looks awesome.
Don't forget, folks, if you're right here with me, hope you are enjoying yourselves partying. Don't forget, we got Tomorrowland, we got Frontierland, there's parties everywhere. We're sitting here waiting for the fireworks. If you're ready for the fireworks, make some noise!
Magic Kingdom is hopping right now. There's still plenty of space, so I think I'm gonna go check out what's going on over in Tomorrowland. But look how awesome this is. Magic Kingdom definitely knows how to put on a 4th of July party. Now the fireworks that they do tonight are 360 fireworks, so you can see them like basically from all over the place. They have viewing spots set up like over by Tomorrowland. They have viewing spots over by like Liberty Square, so you don't have to be right by the castle. But if you want to get that shot with, you know, the red, white, and blue Cinderella Castle, that's where you're gonna be. That's where we're probably gonna go. like I said, we're gonna go check out what's going on over in Tomorrowland because I just heard the DJ say that they're doing something over here too. By the way, this is the life of a photographer slash videographer. I got the camera all secured up. They were nice enough to give me a plastic bag and I covered up the camera, so we're good to go. All right, over here by the Rocket Tower Plaza stage, there's another DJ. Look at all the lights. Looks pretty cool. I was kind of hoping they were gonna have like maybe some characters, but it is raining, so there's probably gonna be nobody coming out. But everyone's having a good time, celebrating the 4th and the 3rd. So it looks like Merchant of Venus has a little bit of an Elio overlay. This is Disney Pixar's latest movie, and to be honest with you, it's not doing too great at the box office. And I personally have barely seen any marketing for it. This is like the most marketing I've ever seen, is this like overlay in here. They just have some things on the walls, nothing too crazy. All right, so it is very, very busy now. We're able to get a pretty decent spot over here. Should be able to see everything. They are 360-degree fireworks, so they'll start in a few minutes.
Tonight, we celebrate America, a land of many people, a country that continues to grow, a nation of courage and independence. America the Beautiful. In honor of the 4th of July, we invite you to come together as we commemorate the enduring spirit of this great nation. With joy, we celebrate the United States of America, a vast mosaic of individuality and inspiration, a vibrant palette of cultures and colors, a country whose pioneering spirit continues to live on in the hearts and minds of people who cherish freedom in this land and around the globe. words and melodies of beloved American folk songs, that enduring spirit is found in the music of our land.
All right, finally made it out of Magic Kingdom. It took me 40 minutes from the minute I walked out of the park to get on and off the monorail over here at the TTC, which is just crazy. I love this park so much, but it's such a hassle to come to sometimes. But either way, this isn't about that. The fireworks were fantastic. It's always a really, really good show. They do awesome fireworks for New Year's, awesome fireworks for the 4th of July. This year was no different. We did see it, I think like maybe 2 years ago. I don't really remember anything being different about it. I think it's the same show that they've been doing for a long time, but it's really, really good. So if you happen to be in town for the 4th of July ever, I do recommend going to Magic Kingdom. Now, with that, generally comes a pretty busy night. It's generally crowded. Tonight wasn't too bad. I think the weather was a really big, factor in that. So just keep that in mind if you're coming in the future. But the fireworks were great, and we had a fun day at Magic Kingdom. So hope everyone watching has a fantastic 4th of July weekend. Enjoy the time with family and friends. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a nice big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel down below so you don't miss out on all of our future videos to come. With that being said, see you guys real soon.